Let's just establish we're all hypocrites. Elon is no different, as you'll see in this clip, and neither is J.D. Vance, who called number 45 a hitter.
President Trump must win to preserve the Constitution. He must win to preserve democracy in America.
I could list 500 reasons why number 45 should not be president. But did you know that Elon in 2017 left number 45's council because Donald claimed, as it says in Project 2025, that climate change is not a thing. It's not real. And because he said that, he left the council, the Paris Accord, because Donald claimed that it wasn't a real thing. And so Elon left in 2017. Now, why do you think he's back? He's a hypocrite, just like all of us. And just because I don't agree with some of his things that he's doing now, like trying to buy votes. But is he good for this country? I guess probably. Now, Grant Cardone is a real estate mogul, and he has nearly 5 million followers on Instagram. And I like to listen to him when it comes to the business side of things. But when it comes to other things...
Y'all nuts, okay? We have one of the greatest contributors of all mankind. We're living with a once-in-a-100-year genius.
I don't know what he's talking about sometimes, and he really has a lot of blind spots.
You guys are the most ridiculous, unbelievable, phenomenal hypocrites I have ever heard of in my life. You don't want to deport 20 million illegals.
First of all, my research shows that there's 11 million undocumented illegal immigrants in this country.
Some of which are criminals, whack jobs, killers, rapists, thieves. I mean, some of the most derelict individuals on the planet.
But my biggest issue is the language used for people in marginalized communities like the Jewish people or the people of Middle Eastern descent or the Latino and Latina community.
The black and brown community, Puerto Ricans, or anyone else for that matter.
Is there an asylum issue? Yes, that's what's being abused. People that are here legally, I don't think anyone has a problem with, maybe some do. But the issue is the people that are here illegally. I don't think anyone's disagreeing with the fact that they should go through whatever steps are necessary to be here legally. But did you know that per capita, according to the National Institute of Justice, that per capita, there are less crimes with immigrants? And economically, without immigrants, this country would collapse. That's my issue. And by someone with this kind of platform, not acknowledging the rhetoric, the tropes, the language used, and that most people are here legally, and that he should clarify and not oversimplify the issue like he often does, that's where it's disingenuous and intellectually dishonest.
And get rid of one guy that's contributed electric cars, SpaceX, tunnels. He's going to probably revolutionize the way we pay for things, and you want to get rid of him. What is wrong with you people?
And show me a clip where someone said that Elon should be deported. I've never heard that, even though I believe that he's doing a lot of good things, but I would never buy one of his cars, and if he gave me a free one, I would never drive it. Not until he uses his platform to bring people together instead of being so divisive. It's very interesting from somebody that was once a Democrat. Finally, I'll finish with these two things. Number one, when you go for a job interview, you submit 3 letters of recommendation. They call them, they talk to them, and they make an assessment as to whether or not they feel like you're a good fit, in large part due to those letters of recommendation. Well, in this case, there have been a lot of letters of recommendation of people that have worked directly with number 45 that have said they're going to put the people over party. Do you know how hard it must be for a Republican to come over to the other side? And this has happened with dozens of people that worked very closely with Donald. So that's my first issue. The last issue is I have way more respect for people that were once Republicans that now are voting Democratic in this election, even if they go back to voting the way that they normally would in future elections. It doesn't impress me if somebody who was once a Democrat now is voting Republican. And I have my reasons for that, but that's where I'll land.
And you know, in a lot of elections, I wouldn't really care about someone's character. But as Martin Luther King once said, you should judge someone by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. And if you can't even acknowledge that there's one clear choice in this regard, then you're in denial, you're uneducated, or you're just a flat-out liar.
Now get out and vote, and remember, it's not too late. Thank me later.